Listen, guys, Alex, AnGelo with you. Welcome to my channel and my page. And of course, we're doing our daily, or as we said, nightly readings today again. So, for today's reading, as usual, I use my Higher Spirits question deck, which is going to help us to concentrate on the question that we should put more of a focus on in our ongoing situation. I'm also going to be using my favorite Lenormand deck, which is going to be able to show us like the helping points in the reading, my favorite tarot deck, and of course I've decided to include something else into my mini readings, and here is we've got the angel number decks, which is the angel number decks will help us actually to give the more like an advice at the end of the reading. So I hope you are ready for this. So for this reason, I would like you to ask you, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just concentrate on yourself, and let's see what higher Spirits deck is going to recommend us to focus on. So now let's see the question. The question of the higher spirits is, are we meant to be together? Are we meant to be together? So the source of the question, as you can see, it's maybe mainly about the relationship, but of course it is also can be related to friendship. It can be related to someone that you were in relationship with, but now you are just kind of separated, or you decided to take a pause in your relationship. And if you're wondering whether you and this person are meant to be together, whether this person might be your soulmate, twin flame in some ways, or maybe karmic partner. So we're going to try to dive into this question to be able to understand now who this person is for you, of course. So for this specific reading, of course, I'm using my three favorite decks. So I would like you to take a second, and if needed, pause this video for a second, close your eyes, and think about your favorite person. Think about the person that you would like to know if you're going to be together and if you're meant to be together in general. So have you took your time? Now let's go and see what the tarot cards are saying. The first question, the first answer, the second card, the third card. So let's start with the first card. As the first card comes up, we can see the Two of the Cups. So definitely there's some sort of interest, there's some sort of attraction, there's some sort of sympathy between you two. And it seems like actually if you guys decide to go to meet each other on the way, then you might really make the situation somehow work. It seems like you do both have some sort of emotional and energetic attraction towards one another. You can really enjoy time together if you're in a relationship, or if this person is kind of in a distance from you, then it seems like this person might be also thinking about you, thinking of contacting you, or just coming your way. And if this is a partner from the previous relationship, or the partner that you are still not communicating and waiting to see if this situation is going to work out, seems like they do miss you, and actually they are open to make the first steps towards you, which is a very pleasant card in this situation. So the second card, actually, the second message from our higher selves, is the Four of the Pentacles. It seems like the energy here is kind of stability. So even though the person, or you might be really wanting the person and the connection with them, it seems like the situation is still going in circle, as if like the situation is not evolving, as if the situation is not developing. Yes, you might be together, you might be having some sort of interaction, you might be giving some signs to each other about your intentions, but when it comes to the development of the relationship, so that relationship can go into the next level, it seems to be a little tough at this point, because it seems like one of the sides might be having some sort of insecurities, or maybe even jealousy issues going on in the current situation. And unfortunately, this kind of destructive emotion sometimes can really affect the situation, and even at some point really push the partner away. So what this card is actually telling us, that obviously there's some sort of bond still going on with you, and obviously the person that you're thinking about is also thinking about you, and just would want to also find out if this relationship is going to work out or not. But my advice with this card would be not to suffocate the person, or not to try to put the boundaries in terms of the relationship, in terms of your interpersonal interaction. But in case, try to be more open, try to be more understanding, try to be like more of a light soul in this current situation, so that it can attract the person even more. Don't forget, the love cannot be earned by force. The love should be earned by respect and by the love. So of course, what this card is clearly again telling us, that the situation might be kind of seeming stuck to you, or it seems like the situation might be evolving very slowly, or there's some sort of stability, maybe stillness, maybe even sometimes some sort of boredom, I would say. But still, this card says that maybe working on this relationship, trying to put your strength together, trying to put your expectations together to work on this relationship might really help you actually to be able to gain the results that you would like to gain. The next and the third card from the message from our higher self is the Seven of the Swords. So the Seven of the Swords is not quite that pleasant card, but one of the meanings of the card can be persistence. Regardless, if you've really decided that you want to be with this person, you can be persistent in your actions, you can be persistent in your intentions, you can be persistent in your manifestation. But somehow, what this card is also telling us to take a look at the situation from the realistic perspective, because usually when we are involved into deep emotions, it can be on the way. It can be on the way of seeing the situation in the reality and the real of its aspect, in other words to say. So what this card is basically saying is that even though it seems like right now you do have really good attraction towards each other and you want to just kind of get back together, or if you're in separation, or you want to know this person and it seems like this can be kind of really euphoric and mutual interest there. But when it comes to development of the relationship, it might take a lot of strength and work in order to be able to get to that point. But also, when these cards come together, it can also tell us about, give us some sort of question, whether the other side does really want to make this relationship last, whether they are also as interested as you are to be like to kind of bring your lives together and become a soulmate for you, or become your spouse or your husband or your wife, or just a boyfriend and girlfriend. So it seems like one side here, I can clearly feel that one side here is really more interested and is kind of really more attracted towards the other side, where the other side is kind of still a little bit hesitant, even though they seem to be having some sort of sympathetic emotions towards you as well. But when it comes to specifically their actions, there might be some sort of hesitation, and this hesitation might be deeply related with uncertainty in their feelings, uncertainty in their intentions towards you. So for this reason now, we're going to use my Lenormand card as a confirmation card in this current situation to see what is coming along. So the first card for the Lenormand is the heart. Yes, this card pretty much confirms that there's emotional bond, that there's interest, that there's actually kind of feeling of euphoria from the feelings and emotions you can really feel for each other. And actually, if you decide to make the move towards this person, you will probably be met with reciprocation, which is a good thing. So at the beginning level, of course, as it shows, the energy is really there, the bond is really there, the connection is really there. So the next card, let's see what the next card is saying to us. So the next card in here, it shows us the card of the man. The man in this current situation can mean two things: or the person that you're interested in has a really masculine energy, or they're or they're more like on a masculine side, or they're male by their gender at some point. Or even if it's not their gender, then they can have some sort of masculine features and masculine personality traits, like being stubborn, like being like proud, like having some sort of ego, you know. And what this card is saying is that probably because of their ego, because of the stubbornness of the person, they don't kind of cooperate with you in the way that you would like them to cooperate, and that might take some sort of a lot of effort for you, for both of you guys, if you're in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, maybe it can take some sort of efforts for you in order to change the tactics, to change the way you approach this relationship or this connection between you two. So the next and the last card that I'm going to pick up for the third card of the Lenormand deck, let's see. So the Sun. Well, the Sun card actually says that it's a really good card in the Lenormand deck, as well as it's a very positive card in the Tarot deck. So this card says that actually, if you are like persistent enough, as I said earlier before, and if you trying to find a unique way, a smart way of actually being able to attract them, not in the general way that other people do, not like just keep calling them, keep messaging them all the time, but instead just keep giving them some sort of space, letting them miss you, letting them make the first steps towards you, if you've made already the first steps towards them, so that step by step this can show us the intentions of the other person. But at the end of the day, it seems like actually the conclusion of the situation is quite positive, coming from the perspective of the cards, to be honest. Now, the last card that I'm going to pick up is going to be actually a recommendation from the Angels card. So let's see what the Angels cards are telling us right now. So, card fell. And here we have 6-4-6-4. I'm going to read it for you right now. Nurture mind, body, well-being, clarity. Nurture your mind and your body regularly. Engage in activities like reading, exercising, and getting enough rest. This will not only enhance your physical well-being, but also boost your mental clarity and focus, enabling you to handle life's challenges with ease. In other words, to say, of course, what the angel card is trying to tell us, that you should really try to put the focus on yourself, on your self-development, being complete with yourself, because this is going to be only an attractive thing for your better half, or for the partner that you're looking to see if they are ready to be your soulmate, or if you guys are meant to be together. So try to put the more focus on yourself, on your physical body, on your mental wellness, on your like all over general well-being, because this is going to look even more attractive to the other side. So you're not going to be just like feeding all the energy of love that you have towards them, but instead, actually, you will also be attracting that person more by showing them that you put yourself first, and you think about yourself first, and you take care of yourself first. Well, guys, I hope this mini reading was helpful for you. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to put the like button if this reading resonated with you. Do not forget that this is a collective reading, and as a collective reading, you should take all what resonates with you and leave the rest, and then analyze what had resonated with you in order to be able to understand where this relationship is going. Also, feel free to check out my social medias that I'm going to leave right down below this video, and feel free to message me, and feel free to also comment down below what kind of readings would you like to give from me more. Have a blessed night.